What's up, guys? I'm Anthony, and welcome to Life with Anthony. Happy Saturday to you guys. I hope you guys are doing well out there. Now, guys, the story that I'm going to tell you today actually happened the first week of May. It's actually the third part of the original story that I told you guys, The Shit Went Down, where my operator and a little short black dude got into an altercation. So, I'm not going to tell you guys the story 2 because that happened a minute ago, but I want to give you guys a quick synopsis of what happened in story 2. So, during the altercation between my operator and the little short black dude, apparently my operator said to the guy, yo, why you got to be acting like a thug? Because I guess they was all, getting at it, all angry in each other's faces, yada, yada, yada. And he said those words to him. Now, the little black dude took that as a racist remark. So he got to talking to another black dude that works in a plate room. Now, the plate room and the press room are closely related. We communicate with that guy in the plate room frequently. So keep that in mind. So they tried to get my operator fired for racism. Needless to say, nobody is fired. Everybody is still there. So now there is tension not only between my operator and the little short black dude, but my operator and the black dude in the plate room as well. So that's the synopsis of story 2. Now story 3, which I'm going to tell you now, is related to the black dude in the plate room, the guy in the plate room. So the supervisor of third shift, or acting supervisor, I don't know if he's on the human resource books as our nighttime supervisor. I have heard him, let me backtrack just a little bit. I don't know whether, looking back at this story, if I should have minded my own business or I felt like I did the right thing. You be the judge and jury when I finish the story. Okay, so the supervisor, night supervisor, I've heard him on 3 occasions say that the plate room guy was in there asleep and listening to loud music. The second time I heard, he said it directly to me. Now, the night that this happened, he said it to my operator and me. I was there. He was talking to my operator, but I was there. So at that point, I thought, okay, what is going on here? Is he trying to collect data to get this guy fired, or what? Keeping on saying and mentioning that he's in there asleep and he's listening to loud music. Okay, so that particular night, which, like I said, was the third night, I felt like I should give this guy a heads up in the plate room that this is what's being said about him, so that he can correct it and not potentially get fired. I felt like I had to give him that heads up. So I went in there and I started talking to him, and I was telling him that, look, I've been hearing that you're in here asleep and the music is loud, and so he asked me who was saying it, and I told him the night supervisor. So he then asked me who was he talking to. I said he was talking to my operator, but I was there. Now, at this point in time, for you guys' sake, I'm thinking I would do exactly the same thing over again, but I wouldn't give names. So let me continue. So, with that being said, this is where the story went to hell. Went straight to hell. I was like, what in the hell is going on here? This guy, after I told him, he went marching out of the plate room department looking for who I thought he was looking for was the supervisor, because I told him the supervisor was the one who was saying all of this, and he was the one who said it to me directly before. I thought he was looking for the supervisor. I was like, yo, where you going? He was like, I'm going to tell them right now that if they got something to say to me, they can say it to my face, because I ain't for all this extra stuff. And he was just going on and on. I was like, no, man, hey, whoa, wait. I was like, no, you can't do that, because then they're going to know that I was the one that came in here. I was like, wait till you run across them in a day or so and then say something to them then. He was like, no, because I ain't for all that extra stuff that's going on around here now. So I was so freaking nervous, y'all. I was really, really nervous. I went back to the press and went in the back where I worked, and I stayed back there, and I'm looking around. You know how you don't know if somebody is after you or not. That's the kind of nervousness I had going on. So later on that night, a couple hours passed. So something happened to the press, and the press went down. It was me, the stack operator, and my operator over there in the same section trying to resolve whatever was going on. So my operator says to me, yo, so-and-so, the guy in the plate room, he must be paranoid because he came up to me and asked me if I have something to say to him about sleeping in the loud music to say it to him. Now, when he said that to me, I thought, okay, I'm not going to take that bait. I'm not going for that fish and hook type of shit. If he has something to say to me or he has something to ask me, I'm going to make him ask me. I'm not going to fess up and say, oh yeah, I went in there and I said this and I said that. Because I automatically knew what he was thinking. He was thinking that I went in there and I told the plate room guy that he was the one that was saying he was in here sleeping with loud music. When in fact, I did not say that. I said that the supervisor was the one who said it, but he was talking to my operator and I was there. So why the guy in the plate room went to my operator, I have no idea, because he had no reason to go to my operator. And he should have just gone, if to anyone, to the supervisor and said what he had to say. But because they had all that tension and because of all that whole racism thing, he went marching his ass to my operator as well when he had no reason to do that. So at that point in time, the night went by. I was off from work 4 days, went down to Baltimore that day, celebrated my mom's birthday. And when I came back to work, that night I went back to work, I was hearing like, why my operator don't want to work with me anymore. That kind of stuff was going on. And 2 people at least mentioned to me, you know, why so-and-so don't want to work with you no more. Now, I'm just getting back from being off 4 nights, and I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on. But it didn't take me long to figure out what was going on. My operator was mad at me because he thought that I went in there and told that guy that he was the one that was talking about him sleeping and playing loud music, when it wasn't what I said. I did not say that. So a few days went by, my operator, and you can tell it was obvious that he was avoiding me. He wasn't speaking to me. He wasn't saying jack to me. So I let a couple days go by and everything, and I decided that I needed to let my operator know that I did not say anything about you. I did not tell him that you said anything. You know, I don't know why he came to you. So when I had the right moment, the right time, I said to my operator, I said, look, I did not tell so-and-so that you said anything. I don't know why he can't. He's not even looking at me, y'all. He's looking like, you know, straight ahead somewhere, like not giving eye contact to me or anything. But that didn't bother me. All I wanted to do was say what I had to say to him and keep it moving. And that's exactly what I did. Because after I told him that, which was the truth, it was the truth, I decided that I don't give a shit whether he talks to me or not. Because as long as he knows the truth, I'm okay with him not ever talking to me again. And so he decided, till this day, he still does not talk to me. So, which means that he did not believe me. He still believed, because if he believed me, he could at least started saying hi to me to get us back to communicating again. But he has said nothing to me, and he still is avoiding me. So, with that being said, now, everybody was thinking, or a lot of people was thinking that, you know, he doesn't want to work with me. And let me tell you this, at this time, he isn't working with me. He and I are not working together. Now, at first, I thought he went into the office and said that, he don't want to work with me, he want to go to another press or move me to another press, yada, yada, yada. But that's not the reason why he and I are not working together. Now, even if we were still working together, he's probably would still not be talking to me. But that's not the reason why we separated. The reason why we're not working together is because the dayside road tender guy accepted an operating position. But his contingency on taking the position, because they couldn't find nobody else to take this position, they asked all qualified people and they turned them down. And so they asked the road tender, who had been working there for many years, if he wanted to become an operator. At first he turned them down, and then he went back, I guess after consideration. Maybe they offered him a little chunk of change or something. But next thing I knew, he accepted the position and he became an operator, which left an opening on the road stand on Dayside. But his contingency on becoming an operator and accepting that position was based on he worked on our press, he operate on our press on third shift, because he wasn't going to get second or first because those guys have seniority over him. So they accepted it, and they gave him the operating position on the press that I work on, and they moved my operator to the next press. That's why we are not working together. Whether that shit went down or not, we were going to be separated anyway. But people tried to tie it all into the story and why he don't want to work with me when he wasn't going to be working with me anyway. You know how people are, like to buzz it out and make a little noise and stuff, create some drama. But we were not going to be working together anyway. Now, it's hot in here. I got the windows closed, the air conditioner off because it's going to be too noisy while I'm talking. So that's what happened, and he doesn't talk to me. And let me tell you guys about this. Let me just say this. I don't give a shit whether people talk to me at work or not. I don't. I go to work to make money so that I can make moves. That's my primary reason for getting up and going to work every day. To make money so that I can make moves. If I get along with people and I talk to people, especially the crew that I work with, that's a plus. That's a bonus. But if I don't, all that means to me is I can go to work, I can focus on my job, and I don't have to worry or take part in any other body's bullshit that goes on the job. I can now, if he was still working on the same press that I was working on, can go to work and just focus on my job. So that's the story. So you tell me, after you heard the story, should I have minded my own business, or do you think that I did the right thing and tried to give this guy a heads up, not knowing that he was going to run out there and run his mouth? But anywho, that's the story time, guys. As always, thank you guys for taking a few minutes out of your day to watch my videos. I appreciate you guys. You know that. And I'll see you guys actually tomorrow. I have a video coming out.